Greetings, fellow planetary governors who may or may not be organic. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Ashes of the Domain. Episode 52, First Hegemony Inspection. So the current priority, well, alright, let's fix the governorships before I do anything else. And the holosuite. Why is it struggling on... there is a mismanagement penalty. Because I'm managing too many colonies at once. But that's going to be fixed in just a minute. There's mismanagement penalties everywhere. You can just ignore those because I'm about to solve that. Because I'm supporting too many colonies at once. It's just a standard penalty. That's why you don't just keep colonizing endlessly unless you're willing to use AI cores. Because of the -4 stability penalty for... -2 for every world over the maximum that you can handle. It's no problem. We'll have a fix in before the end of next month. So Blazing Rock is closest to the gas giant, Masai. I'll remember that for the future. Would it not be better to have AI cores in the bigger worlds? Maybe, but I don't want it that way. So this is personal preference. Because the AI cores can also go wrong. So hypercognition is amazing in that it gives accessibility, fleet size, stability, and ground defenses, but the thing is the accessibility also helps the world to grow. And because the new worlds need to grow more than the old worlds, I want to put them on the old world, or the new worlds. And King Glass is the gravity well, the big gravity well. I'll try to remember that too. It is a big world, isn't it? It's a chunker. Okay, so now there's not stability penalties, so the stability on all my worlds is above 5. Dolio's really raking in the money now. Oh my god. And that should help to support the growth of these worlds. While I'm here, we'll do the mantle bore installation. Oh, I can't do that yet. It actually needs to be built. Okay, so the current priority right now is to plunder the remaining pre-collapse facilities. So the reason I'm doing that is I am essentially competing with the other factions for the pre-collapse facilities. And I don't want to lose the opportunity to get a biofactory embryo because I didn't move on it. And yeah, let's close the poll. Ooh, Bifrost Gate at Tarshish is done. So I'll show you the benefit. If we look at the accessibility, you can see. Actually, I don't have that yet. If I went to Tarshish, let's see, is there a way to show you? Here, at Dolio now, there is an orbital station, which is a gate, a Bifrost Gate. And I'm going to build Bifrost Gates at the new worlds to support their growth. So I'll do King Glass first. Oops. Yeah, I black marketed. Oh, another event at Dolio. Lost Outpost. Exploration of an ancient mineshaft has revealed a large, roughly hewn chamber beyond the initial caverns. Massive, riveted iron girders support the ceiling, and the walls are lined with crumbling brickwork. The air is thick with coal dust and the scent of old machinery. You've discovered a forgotten outpost, a forgotten operating base for a much larger mining operation. Within, miners find dormant but largely intact steampunk-inspired machinery, steam-powered drills, ore crushers, and rudimentary smelting furnace. Cogwheels the size of HAB modules are frozen, and networks of pressure-sealed pipes snake across the walls. A thick layer of grime and rust covers everything, but the underlying engineering speaks of robust, if crude, industrial power. A massive, inactive conveyor system, wide enough to transport enormous loads of ore, disappear into the darkness, hinting at deeper levels. Crucially, alongside the mining equipment, the outpost contains a substantial store of safety equipment. Reinforced supports, emergency ventilation systems, and robust personal protective gear, all far exceeding the current colony standards. We can A, order full restoration, which increases the upkeep of mining operations, or B, salvage and enhance, adds moderate ore deposits and a bonus to stability. Choice: full restoration or salvage. And you guys can choose. So we can restore the outpost to full operation, repair the machinery, reinforce the structure, and clear the conveyor system, which increases the upkeep of mining operations for 3 months, or salvage the outpost's safety equipment and usable components to integrate them into our current mining operations for stability bonus. Granted, on Dolio, it's already high enough stability, it's not a big deal, and adds more ore. And it looks like you guys want full resto. So go all in. I like it. All right, we wanted to do the remaining pre-collapse facilities, and I think they were all up here. So we need to go near Ya, Bull Moose, and Beta Esmida. I guess Gamazanth is closest? Wait, where is it? Yeah, Gamazanth is closest. Man, we really don't have a lot of money, do we? I've invested it all. It's, you know what's crazy is how much money our our income is. Our colonies make like $1 million, and we just delete so much of it in structures. It kind of reinforces what I was saying really early on, which is megastructures are absolutely not something you build early on in the game. They are late game, because you don't have the economy or industry to support them until much, much, much later. Alright, extractive operations is done. That's great. Oh, extractive operations can't even get Vaudals. Got it. Are new colonies in danger of hedge attacks? Yes. I mean, all colony crisis is true everywhere. They want to kill me no matter where I am. But the actual threat hasn't happened yet. The actual invasion is next month. Alright, the pre-collapse facility here is where? Got it. Uh-oh. It's a suntan world. Luckily, the neutron stars always orbit the same sort of clockwork. Makes it predictable. And they don't orbit at, like, IRL speeds. If you know, you know. I forgot to do one more prediction. I'll run that now. Will I find it in the next 30 minutes? So there's 4 more unplundered, as far as I know, pre-collapse facilities, and I intend to clear all 3 in the hopes of finding the biofactory embryo to unlock the remainder of the research tree. So, what do you guys think? Will I find it or not? Prediction is up. Yeah, real life neutron stars spin around like hundreds of times a second. Like, you would just never avoid it. You just get blasted constantly. They spin crazy fast. Which is why I'm very happy in this game they don't. Because there'd be no such thing as not getting blasted otherwise. Is the Ark worth it for new colonies? The Ark might be worth it for Dolio now that Dolio has the Hollow Suite and Resort and everything. So maybe I'll put up a poll on whether you want me to Ark Dolio. The reason I was not planning on using the Ark up until now is I didn't really want to crown one of my planets as my capital world, because I wasn't really sure which one was going to be a capital world, whether it would be a planet with like a pre-existing megastructure or a planet that we hadn't seen yet. But at this point, oh, we lost an Aurora. Maybe it's worth crowning Dolio as a, you know, as our capital world. So I can pull on that later. I'm against 2 AP. What is going on here? I'm just gonna vent right now. That was big ouch. I've not been paying attention to this fight that much, and it hasn't been going very well as a result. The other ships in the fleet are clearing their threats, though, so it'll be fine in the long run. It's been one of those weird fights where all the other ships kind of fanned out in every direction. So I've had really no allies next to me up until now. Wow, the Nova's still in play? Come on, Aurora. Oh! Nova, you mooned me! You're dead! It has such a tiny shield arc, it can't keep itself alive. And all that's left is a Lumen, so I probably don't need to even fight. Come on. There we go. Well, only one Aurora. That's pretty low cost. Moment of truth. Here we go. Okay, interesting. Another orbital fusion lamp. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Because we have some new worlds that might use one. And where's the debris? Yeah, there it is. Oops. No, I don't want to jump out. Oh, well. Alright, tech mining is now done. Orbital station is now done. So maybe we'll tech mine the what we need? Who knows? I don't really have money to do any colony investments right now, so I'm just going to continue clearing pre-collapse facilities. So the next one is at Surgana. There is a benefit having colonies over 6, yes. As you'll possibly see, depending on how the polls go. Question for you guys. After clearing facilities, should I activate the Arc? There's the income I was hoping for. So let's try to get the stability of Blazing Rock up higher. I think the best way to do that would be Megaport. And ground defense. There we go. The hedge AI inspection coming in 71 days. And I'm going to change my orders. Order my local forces to resist the inspection. So in this case, you can either comply with the inspection and they will confiscate all the cores. You can try to bribe them, but that just delays the crisis. Or you can fight them. So I'm going to confirm my order to resist inspection so that when the local forces inspect us, we will fight them. Compared to the defenders, the inspective force are outmatched and the ground forces are outmatched. The inspection is likely to be defeated in orbit. They're only sending one fleet and they're only fairly strong. So basically this fleet is going to get smoked and I don't even need to really intervene myself. So the pre-collapse facility was already plundered, but there was ruins here, but the ruins had nothing. The ruins had garbage. Bummer. Can I repeat what the Ark is? The Ark is a basically a ship full of sleeping people. What's going on in the system? Oh, that's weird. Okay, there's one other planet I'm going to survey real quick. And it allows you to grow your planets. That's all you really need to know for this poll. The Ark is like a giant cryosleeper, yeah. But the benefit that it imparts is different than the cryosleeper. So the cryosleeper, if you're wondering, is a vanilla Starsector thing where it's kind of like the hypershunt tap. If you clear the cryosleeper, it helps to grow any planet around it within 10 light years in terms of population. The Ark is entirely different, and I don't want to spoil it. So you'll just see it for yourself if I do wake it. It looks like you want me to wake it. So where are we going to send the Ark? Nabla, Dolio, Tarmarin, Raveno, or Red Fox. I'm only going to consider one of our tier 5 or tier 6 planets. So, my 2 cents, Dolio is probably the obvious choice, given it is the economic powerhouse of our empire. But you can vote against that if you want. I don't care too much. All right, now we're heading to Bull Moose. Please, one of these facilities, have mercy on me. Without spoiling too much, the Ark is kind of like the gate hauler. So the gate hauler makes a gate once ever. So the Ark is a one-shot. That much I will say. So where we use the Ark is it's a one and done. Much the way the gate hauler is a one and done. It's funny to blow up a phase ship like that. Such overwhelming damage that they don't even get to bounce around. I kind of wish I could tell the Pegasus not to bother using, like, Hurricane Mervs on a tiny ship. Tiny ships move too fast, they're not even going to be effective. Their entire fleet is, like, bearing down on me. Hey, you guys! You morons! Get over here. They're all chasing one Lumen while I'm facing 2 Brilliance, 2 Fulgent, a Nova, you know, three Glimmers. It's like, hello! The fight is not over there, it's over here. Dummies. Oh my god, you guys are dumb. Alright, so you guys do want it at Dolio. Got it. So after I plunder the pre-collapse facilities, I'll be heading over to the Ark to feed it a whole bunch of transphotonics. Oh god, not this Paragon Captain again. This Mr. Sit on my butt. Paragon has my 6. Yep. It's got my rump covered, that's for sure. Unfortunately, I didn't want it to do that, but, you know, whatever. Wow, look at those Auroras swoop in to save the Pegasus. The Pegasus was flux maxed and getting pressured by the Nova, and the Auroras were just like, nope! And that Nova just got pushed off so quickly. And the Auroras aren't even dead. They didn't sacrifice themselves for that. Which was like, just excellent piloting as far as I'm concerned. Paragon, you can learn a thing or two. Because, you did the very opposite. You swooped in, rammed me, and then killed nothing. Alright, that one's cleared. Now, there's a double dip here because this pre-collapse facility also has ruins. Well, that's great. Combat drone replicator. I like that. It's a blueprint I didn't have and need. Okay, so another corrupted nanoforge. But, you know, not the thing I need. My soul. I can't handle this no more. Just give it to me. What's around the jump? Fracking Tarmarin. Oh, it's some micro remnant. What was this ping? Oh, old Phantom. I don't want it though. Alright, so as far as I know, there's 2 more pre-collapse facilities to be plundered. If there is a gate around... Alright, there is a gate at Carcass, so I'm going to get the Ark moving now, because the Ark's going to take like a year to be able to get to Dolio anyway. So, might as well start it moving already. And then I'll get back to pre-collapse facility plunder. So this is a danger world. And I'm going to be jumped the moment I drop in here. Let's turn off my transponder. So, The Ark is at Alpha Vlantone, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll go to Beta Vigri and pick up the transphotonics from Raveno. What happens if I don't get a biofactory embryo? I could always cheat one in and like pay for it somehow, or I don't know. We haven't crossed that yet. I don't believe that one doesn't exist though. I'm not willing to believe that. I just haven't found it. Okay. Yes. Alpha Vlantone does have the art. Cool. I'm not worried about the hedge inspection. The hedge inspection is going to fail. Like, I don't even have to do anything about that. They're going to die. If another faction has the biofactory embryo, they're probably going to install it themselves, and then I can steal it. Production reports. Garbage. Boo. So here's the Ark. I'm going to, for 1,000 transphotonics, I'm going to power up the engine. It is in the Orion sector, and the Perseus arm, in the Persean sector. 100 million people put in cryosleep. And I'm going to select a destination of Tarshish. You'll get there in a year. Bye-bye, Ark ship. And it behaves pretty much identically to the Gate Hauler, because it is this. It's a ship in the same era, the Gate Hauler. So it does like giant burn drives. I am just about out of fuel though, so let's go back to. Let's go to Tarshish, pick up fuel before going to the last facility to clear. And then also drop off my... Oh, you know what? I should have dropped off my research dividends when I was there. Oh well. If Dolio is a planet with cryosleepers that are making donations to the smuggling market, I'm not going to be answering any more questions about the Ark. Wait and see. You know, I have the no spoilers text up for a reason, so the benefits and detractors of the Ark will be seen by you when it is deployed. And that's all I want to say. So I'm holding onto this to install it. With that in mind, King Glass. Let's get extractive to mining so that I can actually build one of those. And Megaport. So, Megaport, mining, orbital station. Oh, the last thing I wanted to do over here is the ground defense. And then Blazing Rock has ground defense, tech mining. Okay, so yeah, the new colonies are doing new colony things. This is the Bifrost Gate. So it is like a microgate that requires 30 days before sufficient stability to be used again. So it's a gate system that we can use to jump between sectors that have Bifrost gates installed. So the last pre-collapse facilities, as far as I know, are way out here in Greem at Tupliak, and then here at oh yeah, no, it's just that one, right? Because we just did Bull Moose. So I think this is the only one. Let me double check. So we just have one left, which is crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's others that we haven't discovered yet. So I could bar hop in the core worlds to pay people for info about pre-collapse facilities, or search for them myself. But yeah, Tupliak is the only one unplundered. Okay. Well, I have a gate on Green, so that makes this easy. Oh, you were asking about the planet facilities now? So the one that has organs on it is indeed, Dolio. Dolio has the cryosanctum. Sorry, I didn't understand your question. Ooh, mining station. $17,000 ore, but that's not what we're looking for. Well, Shimoda, thank you for the resub. Cool! It was intact. So this is the last known plunder. It's not to say it's the only plunder that is left, though. That's important to note. That I am sure there is facilities yet to be discovered. Can you have multiple Bifrost gates in a single system? No. So the gate itself offers that star system access to the gate network. So more or less the idea behind the gates is that they increase accessibility through trade through the gate system. Oddly enough, the player can only use the gate once every 30 days, but you can think of it as like train stations where the planets have like trade connections between one another. That's kind of the way they're intended, so that all the planets that are hooked up to the Bifrost network have much higher accessibility ratings with one another, so that they can trade with one another and then support one another in terms of their economy and commerce. So it's not so much a gate network as it is a commercial investment. So think of it as more a commercial investment, then it makes more sense. Oh, nice! That glimmer blew up from collateral. Oh wow, I haven't shot the Nova at all, and they almost have that thing blown up. I think the Paragon's actually about to take it out himself. Nope. Paragon lost interest. That's too bad. I feel bad for the Pegasus, though. I did just cut him off. I know that was my fault. I'm gonna get out of the way of my allies. What a silly Aurora pilot. There's a scintilla carrier, and it's just trying to blow up the little fighters. It's like, no, kill the source. It'd be like dealing with wasps and not going after the hive. All right, last known facility cleared. Nope. Well, there's the prediction. No again. All right, question for you guys. Should I, if you want me to continue searching for the Biofactory embryo, you can vote for it, and it would mean going to the core worlds and trying to pay for information. But if you want me to pivot and do something else, feel free to vote against that. It's up to you. Got another commander. You are a field modulation specialist? I don't really have a phase ship that could take full advantage of that. It's pretty good for Paragons, though. But you are also missile spec, so never mind. You don't really have a place. Hey, we have ruins here. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, wow. That's possibly the worst ruins I've ever seen in my life. Like, without exaggeration, I'm not sure I've ever seen ruins that bad. Spectacularly bad ruins. Yeah, those ruins were like equivalent to like salvaging a fleet battle's garbage. All right, Ark entered open space in about 317 days. It will complete transit to Dolio, or to Tarshish, the system that Dolio's housed in. I'm going to swing by King Glass and install the drill. And the threat is going to arrive in 3 days and get blown up. Oh, it needs to actually be upgraded. I guess what I'll do... I was going to drop off the mental board, but I feel like if I do that, I'm going to forget to install it. So I'm going to keep it in my inventory as a reminder of like, hey, you haven't done this yet. I do have a bunch of... I'll go to Scathy and hand over the gamma cores that I have got. Production report. Garbage. Looks like you guys want me to... There we go. The hedge AI inspection failed. My relationship with the hedge dropped 90. Because they got blown up by me. And, they're gonna do it again. So unlike the other colony crises, this is a repeat crisis. Alright, my priority. So what I'm gonna be doing right now is, picking up interesting survey missions around core. That's you voted for me to decide. That's what I want to be doing. I want to be improving my relationship with factions while also going to good survey locations. And being a little choosy about where we head. I got to be careful now that I'm in the core worlds around the hedge, because the hedge is hostile to me now. About where I go exactly. But we're going to be in a more or less a cold war with the hedge for a bit, as a result of the AI inspections not going the way they wanted. So we got to be careful about that. Because I can find myself in with a giant hedge fleet bearing down on me, and I don't have all my ships with me, so I don't want to be in a position where I'm vulnerable. Alright, well at least the Tritac loves me now. The money I just got will go towards way stations for both. That way I can refuel whenever I'm there. And that will also help with accessibility. Yeah, influx of much needed credits, absolutely. Bifrost Gate Network. We are at 93% with Delta Xi'an, so I think what I'm going to do is as soon as that's done, we'll do Blazing Rocks at Svarga. And yeah, the AI inspection failed. I know, you got real pissed I blew you up. That's why I knew I didn't even have to do anything about this. It would be a waste of my time to send my own fleet. Their first inspection just has zero chance to affect me, so why bother fussing about it? Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ashes of the Domain, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.